How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting to play. I gotta grab things. This is just how my intros work lately. We're getting to play a little bit more Star Wars deck building game. This is a solo variant that was done by Azure Def. I think I said Azul the first time because blue, and Azure I think is blue as well. Anyway, I digress. But this is a solo variant. It's the leaders variant. Works very well. You can see my first playthrough for kind of how it works and my first impressions, what I thought about it. I can tell you this went from a game that we were going to cull, which we are culling for charity. So sorry that you won't be able to get this particular game. There's a bunch more back there. Links down below to Extra Life and the BGG list. But this is a game I was going to cull, but now because it has a very nice solo mode, I want to keep it, as well as get the Clone Wars expansions, and then there is a Mandalorian mini expansion that can be added as well. Each one gives you 2 leaders that you can go up against. Basically, he's calling them leaders. For me, the biggest thing with any type of game, or really anything in general, is I want variability. I want differences. I don't want to feel like I'm going up against the same person or the same character every single time. Is the reason I have everything for Marvel Legendary, everything for Champions. Even if I don't win against them, or even if I do win against them, I don't want to feel like I'm playing the same game again. And that's for me in a lot of different things. Like I'm the kind of person that if you take me to a restaurant, I want to get something new, whatever the special or the limited time thing, I'm going to get that because I want to try something new every time. So with that said, this is kind of a play test. I've not tested this off stream because, again, I don't have time to test games off stream, of a variant of his variant. So somebody in the BGG thread, which again, I have linked down below, mentioned being able to play against some of the other characters, but they found that it might have been too easy or too hard. I asked in a forum and somebody else, or in a Discord chat, somebody was talking about it, and they were like, well, no, they're fine with just Vader and just Luke in the core game. They feel like that has a lot of gameplay to it. Me, I want to see if I can do other things. So what we're going to do is try to go against Jabba the Hutt. I've changed a couple things, tweaked a couple things. We're going to see how this works. It may make the game too hard, which if you like a hard mode, yay. Or it may make the game easier. I highly doubt it based on what I have done. So with that said, let's go ahead and flip over the camera and I will give you a brief explanation of my variant of the variant, I guess, as it would be. Variant of a variant. So the first thing you'll see is we are using the board from the Mandalorian expansion. There's 2 reasons for that. One is because this has the icon for bringing in a companion. Companion is introduced in the Clone Wars leaders because, again, I believe those leaders, and this is why I thought we could do this, the Clone Wars leaders and even the Mandalorian leader, they're a little bit weaker than Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I think Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker combined have about 8 or 10 total points across all their stuff plus their ability. Whereas a lot of the other ones are a little bit weaker. They're about 6, or in case of, Jabba, he's 6 or 5 or less, right? Like if you go with Chewie or Han Solo, I think they're around 5. So I'm using this board because it has that marker there. The second reason I'm using it is just as a reminder. So in the Mandalorian leader expansion, the Mandalorian can still do bounty hunts whenever he comes into play. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that. And basically, if it's a value 4 or 5, then we still get to bounty hunt with our bounty hunters. So that's the difference with this variant is we go ahead and we've added the 3 bounty hunters from the core box. So we have Bosk here, which is the 3. We have Dingar back here, which is a 4. And then we have IG-88 as the unlocked companion, which is the 5. So basically, once Jabba comes out, if Dingar comes out, he will still bounty hunt. If IG-88 comes out, he will still bounty hunt. And what that means is then they also get an additional buy phase. The second thing I did is he's got his 3 shuttles here, but instead of gaining the Child of the Watch, he will actually be gaining his sail barge. He's going to be gaining his sail barge, which is going to give more attack and more recruit on each turn. Just like normal, all of the text on the bottom is ignored for companions or any type of extra card for that. Previously, and this is why I think it might make it a little bit harder, previously this would be a blank card and you would only get one thing. You would get either force or attack or whatnot, depending on the phase. And then we still do have our regular Imperial shuttles because you have to have some kind of shuttles. I'm starting with 3. We'll see if that's too many or too little. The normal way to increase the difficulty is starting with 3, 4, or 5 shuttles. You'll gain 2 throughout. The second thing I did is in the locations, I'm going to basically ignore this Mandalorian, draw, reveal, draw another one. And that's because I wanted the final location to be on Tatooine for thematic purposes. So this is a little bit lower than normal, but again, I think with the other increase in difficulties, this is fine. You don't need a 16 or 17. And when we do the 4, we're going to do the 14 effect, which is to increase the force. If you're actually playing the Mandalorian, then you would actually draw another one. Basically, in the Mandalorian, you want a 16 or 18 for balance, I guess, again, because of the limited damage and everything they're doing. Otherwise, there's 2 additional planets in there from the Empire's deck. That's it. That's the changes. That's the differences. He's going to get his barge. He's going to get his last bounty hunter. Maybe those should be switched. That way I get a little bit more time to ramp up. But that's the order I decided to do it in. So that's the order we're going to do it in. Yeah. Otherwise, everything else plays the same from the leaders expansion. So let's go there. Actually, hang on. Did I put the force in the right spot? Balance of the force track. No, the force should start with me. Force should start with me. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start it. I had to make sure I put in the title playtest now instead of actual play. All right, so leader gets to go first. They are gaining their resources, so they get their 3. They're going to, oh, I forgot one thing. For their buying, their priority, of course, is neutral cards. And then after neutral cards, it would be the Empire cards. So a little bit the same, but a little bit different, just to keep it more thematic with Boba Fett. And I think, too, to kind of balance out those bigger cards he's going to get later. All right, gain force. No force to be gained. Purchase. They have 3 to purchase. Again, they will go after ships, and this is where I messed up in my last playthrough. Somebody luckily mentioned it in the comments. They will go after ships before anything else. So he, of course, is going to get the cruiser there, which was all 3. So it's back down to 0. And he is going to attack. Oh, I forgot boss was supposed to come down. He's going to attack. He has 3 attack. Again, he will want something that gains him resources first, and then force second. Let me just double check. I think it's resources first, force second. Attack, attack, attack. There we go. Enemy skip spawning. Yeah, so... Okay, so yeah, resources first, and then force second. So, resources, this is force, this is gain 1 resource that he can defeat. Even though he has enough attack to defeat this one, he wants resources first. So, he is going to defeat that one. And then... that spent all of Bosk, because they use all of their resources to do that. End of turn, gets 1. Bosk goes back up here. All right. And then that is it. That is basically his first turn. So we're going to see now what we can do. So we have 4 Alliance shuttles. We have 4 recruit and 2 attack. All right, so is there anything we can defeat of his? This is 3 attack. We can't do that, so we're just going to put the 2 damage on his base. And then for recruit, we've got the Rebel Commando. Your opponent discards 1 card from their hand at random if the force is with you. Or actually, I have 5 recruit because I get the bonus for the force being with me. So actually, we can get the B-Wing. So yeah, let's get the B-Wing. B-Wing gives me 5 attack. Fighter, your opponent must choose either they discard 1 card from their hand or it gains 2 attack. So they will discard from their hand Their hand is basically what is face up. So right now that's just Dingar. So he'll discard that back into his reserve. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this will be my second set of stuff. All right, so back to them. Begin turn. This is the part that this is the part I gotta remember. Begin turn. Bring those in. Might be zoomed in a little bit too far, I think. Gain resources. Still at 3. Gain force, no force. Purchase for 3. 4, 4, 4. So can't get any of that. So then the next thing would be 3, the TIE Interceptor. So basically, thematically, we're thinking that you know, he's calling the Empire to try to stop us, right? He's trying to. We're messing up his his racketeering, I guess. So he's calling the Empire for help. Attack 4. Gain force. This is really the only thing he can attack. So that allows him to gain 2 force. Just took it away from me. End of turn. Discard that. So again, those are basically his stormtroopers. So they're going to keep going back to him. Originally, I was going to have it just randomly choose one as a companion and he keeps the stormtroopers. But I think this might work too. Again, I don't know. We're playtesting. We're going to see how that works. I forgot he spent all of his resources. So he goes 1, which gains him 1 force. All right. Now, what did I do? What did I do? This doesn't come down yet. What did I do? What did I do? That doesn't come down yet. All right. So back to me. So 3 recruit, 2 attack. There's nothing I can attack, so we'll just put it on the base again. That is not right. That is not right. There we go. 4. And then I can either do. I don't want to do attack. I mean, that's fine. I can get 1 more recruit or the force. So 4. Let's see here. 4 would get me Cornered Mercenary. When you purchase a unit, exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile. Up to 2 if the force is with me. Exile this unit to repair 4 damage. This is a cheap one. Yeah, if your opponent has a capital ship in play, draw a card. He will have a ship in play. Runner would just give me a blockade. It would block for me. I'm trying to debate if I want to bring the force towards me or get this. If I don't get that, then I'd basically be getting the Headhunter plus the Outer Rim Pilot, which I'm not against. So we'll go ahead and do the force. We'll spend 1 to get that. And we're going to get 2 for the Outer Rim Pilot, because that'll get me some more force. I didn't do that last time, and I noticed like the force ran away from me, and I never got it back because I never picked up any Outer Rim Pilots. So I think that's important to do. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got our Alliance Shuttle, Temper Guard. Okay, so this is going to be a recruiting round, it looks like. All right, so back to him, beginning a turn. Boop. Boop. Oh, he's flipped over, sorry. All right, so he is now able to block. So, gain resources. He's got 4 now. Gain force. Nothing gains in the force. Purchase. So he's got 4 to purchase. Again, he's going to want ships first. So he is going to take a ship. I probably should have taken the ship so he didn't take the ship. Attack. Boss attacks for 3. So he can't attack anything here to get resources or force. So he's going to attack me for 3. All right. Yeah. End of turn. Boss goes up here. This goes up 1. He's now going to gain one of his shuttles. So he's up to 4 shuttles. Alright. Back to me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which would get me my hammerhead. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this for the force again, and we'll go ahead and get the hammerhead. All right. He's going to buy the cruiser. He's just going to have blockade after blockade, I believe. That's what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got a trooper, got our pilot, got another trooper. All right, we'll be able to start taking out his blockade though. We can exile the trooper to get 1 force. All right. So, his turn, beginning of turn, they come down. Just flip over. All right, gain resources. He's at 4. Gain force, no force. Purchase. So again, he's going to want to purchase, again, ships before anything else. So and he wants to spend as much as he can. So it'll be this one. I'm doing this, but now, you know, because this is what the regular rules say to do, although I did say he would prioritize neutral cards over ships. So I don't know how much that would break if I go with what I said earlier, which is he would prioritize neutral cards first, then the normal rules. So I'm going to do that. He's going to prioritize the neutral cards first. These are equal, so he always goes to the one closest to the deck. Attack. So he's got 3, 4 attack. First, can he get any resources? Yes, he can gain 3. So he's going to use the TIE Interceptor to get the force. And that gets him 3. Well, I had just gotten that back. And then he's got 4 left. Nothing that he can do. So he's going to hit me with that 4. 6. 7. Almost destroyed my base. End of turn. I actually had 5 recruit, but that extra recruit's not going to do him any good. Yeah, extra recruit won't do him any good. Alright, TIE Interceptor gets discarded because that is a purchased card. Dangar is his, so he's going to get that back. Then he gets to go up 1. Gain the Child of the Watch, which I said is going to be... I said it probably should be IG-88, but we're going to go ahead and go with his sail barge. So you gain that there. All right. So. All right, so I got 4 and 4. So I have to overspend to get rid of that. Discard. And then for I can't remember Outer Rim Pilot if I still gain the resources before I exile. I think I do. Pick a card, play a card, gain its resources, move the force marker. Purchase a card, use ability, committed. Where's exile a card? Resolve an attack. Bounty hunt, sabotage, end your turn. Where's exile? Exile. Choose, deal damage, discard, gain. Look, exile. Here we go. These remove low-powered cards from your hand. When you exile a card, is immediately removed from the game. When you play a card that has ability exiles itself, you can use the card's attack. Okay, yeah. So we use his resources. So we've got 4, and then we exile him as well. So we're going to exile him to get us our force. We have 4 recruit. Wow, I can't get any of this. This is all his stuff. I guess we'll go ahead and do the Quarian Mercenary. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could have gotten 2 outer ring pilots too. Oh, and he has another blockade coming in. Yay. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got our B-wing. We got 2 shuttles. All right, so we got some good attack coming up. We're going to need it to get through that anyways. So we have 4, and then we have another 5. And then, of course, that's going to allow me to make him discard a card. And if they have a capital ship, I also get to draw a card, which he will have one on the next turn. So that's actually good. All right, so beginning a turn. This comes into play. These come into play. Yeah. Slide this down a little bit more. Make sure these stay in play. All right, so he's gonna have a big turn on the next one because, like I said, that may be unbalanced. And like I said, I'm play testing, so probably better to have him get the other bounty hunter before the barge. The barge should be more of an acceleration towards the end, I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out. All right. Gain resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Force, no force. Purchase. So again, he's going to want to purchase neutral cards before these. The blockade runner is 4. I'm down to 1. Now he's going to attack. Bosk is 3 plus 1 from his blockade runner, so 4. There's no cards that are going to gain him anything. I'm not making him take out the Empire card. I guess technically we could bounty hunt the Empire cards too. But right now I'm not having him do that. Again, play testing, maybe I should. So he's going to attack my base. My base is gone. And he basically used all of his attack to attack my base because he has nowhere else that he can attack. All right. End of turn. Boss goes back. His blockade stays out. And he gets +1. All right. So. All right, we're going to go ahead and play 2. Your opponent has a capital ship. They do. Draw a card. And then we're going to do another 2 to get rid of the capital ship. Then your opponent must either choose to discard a card. They do need to discard a card. So they're going to discard the lowest cost card. But I don't know which. I don't know if there's a preference when it's the lowest cost card. Let me check his rules. What was discard? I know I read it last time. It's the low. He has to just. There we go. Discard abilities. It's odd I didn't see that in the Clone Wars. Playing a discard ability from hand against an enemy turns the lowest card in the muster area face down. In case of ties, it turns one with the lowest attack value. So that has lowest attack value because there is no attack value. All right. So that is that. All right, so we already spent that too. So we have 5. We have another 4. When you purchase this unit, exile 1 card from your hand. Oh, I forgot to do that. When I did that, I should have exiled a card. I would have probably exiled a shuttle. So just exile that shuttle. So that's another 4, and I have 2 recruit. So exile this unit to exile 1 card from your hand. Let's go ahead and grab him. I have 4 attack, which is enough to take this out. So we will go ahead and take out the first base. Oops, I forgot to get a new base on my turn. Hang on, let me get my new base. This might change something. There we go. Because I was going to have him discard a card, and I knew I was going to, let's just say I did Yavin, which would have put 2 damage. Oh, no, that's kind of a waste. That's kind of a waste, because I had 4. I already had enough to take that out. Well, no. Yeah, that works. Yeah. So it would have done 2 damage, and instead we would have played this to do the 2 damage there. This would have been the 4 damage to take that out. So I have this 7 here to take stuff out. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. We do Yavin 4. All right. Then I would have preferred the Rhodian Gunslinger. We have a 2 and a 5. So we want to take out these cruisers. They unfortunately don't give me a bonus. The 2, exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile. So yes, we're going to do the Rebel Trooper to take out the TIE Bomber. That allows us to exile a card from our hand or discard pile. Let's exile another shuttle. And then we use the 5 because he'll take this. I mean, this will force him to take the Gunslinger. So we're going to go ahead and take out the Nebulon Bomber so he doesn't take that. And we did give him a TIE Interceptor though. All right. Yep. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, I already did damage. I say I need to do damage to his base. Thanks for subscribing, Chat Mage. Somehow I missed the You're Awesome thing. Did it not show up? I have to see. Streamlabs might be being weird. All right, so we are going to reveal his new base, which is Kessel. Kessel is 12. Gain a shuttle. So he gains his 5th shuttle. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his 5th shuttle. Move the highest cost Mandalorian or neutral card from the Galaxy Road to the muster area face up. So again, lowest cost or highest cost neutral card for him, which is actually this one. Face up in the muster row. Yeah, because beginning of turn he does this first, then he brings stuff down. Which is going to give him a Fang Fighter. All right, this comes down. This comes over. All right. Gain resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got another 6 from his barge. That's 8. All right. And he got a lot of attack too. So this may have accelerated way too much because I put his barge in there. We'll find out. All right. So he is going to gain force. No force to be gained. He is going to purchase with 8. So again, he wants neutral cards first. So he's going to take the Fang Fighter. All right. Well, he wants his ships first, then neutral cards, then the Alliance. So the Fang was what, 3? Yeah, 3. 5. All right, so now he does have enough to still get that. So he is going to have a ship that he's going to be able to use. Right there. Attack, he has 4, 8. He's got a 4, 4, and a 2. So, he can gain force for attack 3. So he's going to use this 4 to take this out. That gives him 2 force. And then he can do this one. That gives him 1 force. The force is now with him. And then he can do this one, which is overkill, but that's good for me because that just gives him 1 resource. Right? End of turn, he keeps his barge. I don't know why I put the Y-wing there. I don't know why I put the Y-wing there. He keeps his barge. He keeps Dingar. He loses the gunslinger. All right. Then he goes up 1. That's going to give him his last 1. The companions actually don't go into the face down. The companions actually go into the face up. Which reminds me, I need to hit him. I need to actually attack Jabba. Oh, I just realized. So Jabba doesn't have a defeat effect, but normally the amount of attack would equal the recruit. So we have to do 8. And we'll consider that the same thing as beating him once. You just don't get a reward with Jabba. Again, playtesting. Didn't realize that would be an issue. So would have to, if you wanted to do this, would have to have some kind of rule to give him a win defeat effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this is a horrible turn. I do have a way to block. So we'll go ahead and use the Temple Guardian to bring the force back to me a little bit. Then we will buy the Corvette. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get to that anytime soon. Yeah. Probably not going to get... Well, actually, I'm shuffling. Oh, and I got my other Corvette. Maybe I will. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my hand should get a little bit better since I've KO'd 2 cards now. So. Oh, there was a card that I was supposed to exile, right? Where'd it go? There was a card I needed to exile to get rid of that, right? Earlier? Yeah, I needed to exile him. And when I did that, I don't think I brought the force towards me too, did I? No, I don't think I did. Alright, so he's exiled, which means he just basically goes into the discard pile. Alright. So. Begin turn. Lots of friends. We have lots of friends coming down. And he's got a blockade again. And more friends on the next turn with another blockade. Alright, so. Gain resources, 5, 9, 10. Gain force, no force to be gained. Purchase. Purchase 10, there's no neutral cards. Next thing he's going to want is a capital ship. Alright, so that was 3. Let's do 3. It's another capital ship. Dang it. 2. And then there's 2 that are for 2. They're basically the same that he's going to get, so furthest to the left. All right, so attack. This is not going to be fun. All right, so he's got a 1 attack, a 3 attack, and a 5 attack. So there is nothing he can attack in the row that would get him resources. So he's got 3, 8, 9 attack on my base. So I have no blockade. That sucks. End of turn. He's keeping his 2 bounty hunters. And gains 1. Alright, we gotta get my blockade out. Get my blockade out. Gives me 2 recruit. I have a lot of attack though, so that's good. And then I have my Temple Guardian. So let's see here. I need 4. 4 will take out the blockade. 2 recruit. The only thing I can buy is 6. So I guess we're getting this. Really don't want him to get this. I hate to use all my... Well, I've only got 4 more attacks, so I can't take that out anyways. I can take this out, which would gain me 3 force. Or I just start attacking the base. You do this, which gave me 3 resources, which will give me 5. I need 6. Exile 1 card from your hand or discard. With 2, and I still could put 2 on the base. Well, and my hand means I wouldn't be able to play a card. Which I would probably... I could exile with Temple Guardian. I mean, he's not... No, we need to go... I can do 5, right? 5 would be Boba Fett. Gain 3, recruit, and 2 force. Again, that would only give me 5. Although that would refill a spot. No, I need to get out that. I need to take out his base. So we're just going to go all 5 to the base. All 5 to the base. That's what we're gonna do. I got my hammerhead out here, so he's not gonna hit me right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do wish this market row would have more of my cards in it than it has. That's good. 5, 2. We have the discard thing again, so that's good. And we have our second blockade coming up. All right. So, beginning of turn. You guys come down. Gets his blockade. Way too much. So this one is definitely harder because, for example, instead of that being 2 stormtroopers or a stormtrooper and a companion, and it's now a little bit higher, right? So we're getting every turn these 2 come out. That's 8. Again, I can make him discard, which is going to make him discard this one, which has the lowest attack. Or hang on, is it lowest amount and then lowest attack? Lowest cost card, and then its lowest attack. So actually, it's going to get rid of his resource. That's not even what I'd really want him to get rid of. All right, gain resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so he's at 11. Gain force, no force. Purchase. So again, he's going to want neutral, no neutral, and he's going to want ships. So that's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 4 left. Highest one, 4. Be this one. I'm down to 0. Cool deck building game. Hey, Shadowhead, it's been a while, man. How you doing? I know you said you were getting ready for a move. Did you finish your move? Yeah, so this is the Star Wars deck building game using the Leaders variant. So Azor Death on BGG, he's got a YouTube channel as well. He created this as a Leaders variant, so you can play the Star Wars deck building game solo instead of competitive. And I actually like it. It's really fun. I'm now trying to do a variant of his variant where I'm swapping out Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker with Jabba. I don't think it's going well. I think it made it more difficult. But again, it's based on some of the things I added to try to make sure it wasn't too easy. So it would need to be tweaked, right? But this was just me attempting. That's making you hesitant to get it. Oh, because it's competitive. Yeah, if you play with this leaders variant, everybody who's played it, like if you go to any YouTube channel to try this out, they all love it because it works very well. Honestly, everybody's like, FFG should just pick this up and make it a real thing. The problem is, and I know why they probably won't and haven't, is you have to ignore things on the cards, right? And most people are not used to doing that. I think most solo gamers are, though. The same thing kind of happened with the Power Ranger game. Yeah, unlike the Power Ranger solo, but again, this is a variant. This isn't official. But same thing as when I did the Power Ranger game, I had to ignore the text as well. I'm going to play another solo variant of the Power Ranger game tomorrow that somebody else created, see how I like that one. It's supposed to play more like the regular Power Rangers where you're building up the villain or building up the Rangers with their Zords. All right, so we did our purchase. Attack. This is where he is currently overpowered only. So he's got 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's going to want to get resources. So he's going to spend this 3 to take out my X-Wing, which gets him 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Then he has 4 more. This isn't a benefit. None of that's a benefit. So he has 8 more. He's going to use 4 to take out my ship. And then he's going to use the other 4 against the base. I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's going to put me at 12, 13. All right. Base is still alive. Yes, in the US now, almost finished with my adjustment period. Yeah, I imagine the time zone was a big difference too. All right, end of turn. He loses the Fang Fighter. He keeps, again, based on the way I've done the variant, he's keeping both of these. I think what I may do is this maybe changed out for one of the shuttles. So he recruits it as a shuttle and we ignore the attack. I think that would work better. We're going to keep going with this way. Whether I have a chance or not, I'm probably going to say not. Not. It really doesn't matter where these planets are. I'm just keeping track of them. All right. So, end of turn there. He spent all his resources, right? Yeah, I forgot to do that. So he goes up 1. All right. To me. That's the Silver Surfer's surfboard. All right, so we get our blockade out again. So that's 2, 3, 4. Recruit. Only thing I can get is the speeder. So let's go ahead and get the speeder, which is good. It makes them discard cards, which I want, right? Because that puts these back over here for a while. And so I have another 2. We'll go ahead and get us an outer rim pilot. All right, so Trooper, and then we're going to play the B-Wing, which makes him discard his lowest cost card. Puts it back into the muster area. Basically just delays it 1 turn. It's going to come out. He's going to get those resources. Unfortunately, I wish it was discard to the discard to the row. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I've been playing the B-Wing wrong. Says if the enemy has exactly 1 base remaining, it discards it. It discards. Otherwise, the B-Wing gains 2 attack. So the B-Wing should be gaining 2 attack. I should not be doing the discard. So I messed that up earlier. So I'm gaining 2 attack because he's not on his last base yet. All right. So that gives that. Unfortunately, that's not helpful for me. Hey, good evening, Michael. Because I think I should get to choose. I don't like that it says that it's based on his last thing, because that's going to give me 7 attack and I only need 5, and I can't put that attack somewhere else. So I'm actually going to play the way I was playing. I like that better personally. Use the 5 attack, get rid of that capital ship. Use the 2 attack on the base. I need another die. There we go. So we're up to 7 of 12 there. 7 of 12. Michael says good morning. Michael, you on the West Coast? Because for me, it's good afternoon at this point. It's lunchtime. All right. Because this is the lunchtime stream. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm not feeling good about our base right now. He's got 8 coming up. There's nothing in the row that he can take out. It's kind of disappointing. Actually, let's do this. Let's, instead of putting the extra 2 here, well, no, I need to put it on the base. I need to take his base out. I was saying instead I could have done one of these, right? I would have been able to take out this, which is exile a card. Do this would give me 1 resource, but I'd already bought something. I was just trying to see, could I refresh the row, is what I was trying to do. So. All right. So, beginning of turn, brings in all of his friends with 2 blockades now. Gotta love it. The next turn is going to be eventful as well, because he has everything but the kitchen sink coming at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. It's not lunchtime-ish here. West Coast. Ha ha ha. Well, alright, so beginning of turn, gain resources, 10. Gain force, no force. Purchase. So again, he wants neutral first. There's no neutral. Oh, there is a neutral. So he's going to get that for 4. Then he wants ships, no ships. So then he is going to take the most expensive card, which is Boba Fett. Kind of fitting. That's kind of fitting he took Boba Fett. Hey, but we have Andor for about 5 seconds, I believe. All right. Attack, he has a 5 and a 3. He is going to use his 5 to do Cassian Andor, which is going to get him 3 more resources. 1, 2, 3. And 2 on the Force. And I lose an opportunity to get another card. Hey, but Han Solo's out. So now he has 3, and he can't spend it anywhere. Because he can't take out my ship, which means he can't hit my base, and he can't take out Han Solo. So, that's just a whiff. Alright, end of turn. These go, right? Yeah, these are his 2 bounty hunters, so they go there. Those stay there. He's at 4, meaning we go off the track. Means he comes back, and he's coming in on the next turn. Not fun. Not fun. Yeah, I may have made him slightly overpowered by including all the bounty hunters. So again, my original idea was just randomly choose one of the 3 and put that into as his companion. So again, maybe I'll switch that around. Or again, maybe his ship is making him too powerful because he's able to buy a bunch of the bigger blockade ships that now I'm having to take out. So again, all playtesting. So 3 recruit. Yeah, it sucks. I got 6 attack. All right, so we'll use 3 to take out that. We'll use the 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot. I keep getting this 5. I get 2 here, so I'm at 5, which is enough to get Han Solo. So my debate was, do I take out both of these TIE fighters, which would give me 2 more, and I could buy an outer rim. So let's do this first. Let's use our, before I spend that 2 attack, let's spend our 5. Actually, no. Do I want the Calamari Cruiser? He's coming in with 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, he's taking out he's taking everything out. Doesn't matter. Thing is, he'll never take out that. He will take out Han Solo. So we're gonna do Han Solo for 5. All right. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can either get 2 recruit, which isn't enough to get the Y-wing. It'll let me get another officer to get the force back towards me. Or take out the scout trooper to exile a card from my hand or discard. I have no cards in my hand, so this would be bad. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2. All right, and then I get an outer rim pilot. That's how we're going. All right, so begin turn. His entire fleet. He's got a 7. He's got a Star Destroyer. That sucks. We're definitely losing here soon. That Star Destroyer. Gain resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gain force. So hit Jabba's ability, exile 1 card from your hand to draw 1 card. 2 cards if the force is with you. So basically, he would get rid of one of the cards in his hand. He would actually exile the lowest cost card. That's the way I'm going to play it. And then that allows him to draw a card. So again, he's going to draw the lowest cost card. These should have been face up. So now he has 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he no longer sabotages unless he has his bounty hunters. He does have Dagar, so he will bounty hunt with Dagar. First, let's purchase. So he's got 12. He wants the neutral cards first. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. No more neutral cards. So then he's going to go to the most expensive. What was that? 5? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a 3, so it's going to take that. So I'm down to 0. Thing is, he's going to get to buy again. Hey, there's all my red cards. Holy cow, that just came out at the very end. All right, so attack. Since he does have his 4 bounty hunter, he will actually do a bounty hunt. Oh, did I count this 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually, he had 14, so he's actually got 2 more. So he'd get the scout trooper too. All right. He's going to bounty hunt for 4, which both of these gain him 4 because it's the exact same card, so it doesn't matter which one he takes out. But he gets 4. And then at the end of the attack step, so he'll buy again. So now he has 4 attack here. So that will take out my hammerhead. And he has way more than enough to finish off my base. So that is 2. Luckily, it overkills and I don't reveal a base until my turn. So all the rest of that attack goes nowhere. I got to get rid of that Star Destroyer, though. That's 7. All right, so now the end of attack phase, he does get to buy again. He has 4. So he's going to get the ATST. Yeah. This is definitely a loss, but I'm going to play it out. Again, I'm trying to figure out, like, I think I made him way too overpowered with the attacks. because he's just blasting through everything I have because he's keeping those higher attack cards. All right, so because like this, he keeps Bosk, he keeps himself. He does get rid of General. He keeps his Barge, and he keeps Dengar. See, so he's keeping way too much. So the other way to do that would be that he doesn't keep his Bounty Hunters, but then he wouldn't have anything like after the first or second play because we would have already gotten rid of pretty much everything. So, all right. I never drew a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So what can we do? I think if we do Mon Cala, we can get the Mon Cala Cruiser for free. Sullus. Well, Sullus is your base. Place the first card you purchase each turn on the top of your deck. While Hoth is your base, prevent the first 2 damage dealt to Hoth each turn. That's not bad. When you reveal Dagobah, exile up to 3 cards in your hand or discard pile. You play a neutral card for the first time. Draw 1 card. Reveal Alderaan, gain 4 force. While Jeddah is your base, add the first neutral card you purchase each turn to your hand. Must exile a card at the end of your turn. I think to prevent 2 damage. It's not a 16 base. I do have another 16 base, but I think preventing 2 damage is better than getting 2 more hit points. So I don't think I'm getting through any this. That blockade just got stupid with his buying power. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our Hammerhead out to block. So Alderaan Pilot gives us 2. We will exile it at the end, or exile it now. But I just want to remember the 2. All right. Your opponent will discard 1 card from their hand. So he's going to discard the lowest cost card. Then we need 7, right? Yeah. Beaming Fighter, your opponent must choose either discard 1 card or hand or gains 2. So actually, I'm going to do the gains 2. I'm still not going to have 5 to take that out, am I? No. No, 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 no. I mean, it's going to buy me a turn. That's all this is going to buy me. I've been playing this once solo a while back. I know you're working with new rules to balance some things. Oh, is he? Okay, yeah. Well, see, like I said, what I'm trying to do is this isn't balanced to begin with, Michael, because, again, I'm trying to play against somebody who you're not supposed to play against, which is Jabba the Hutt. So I had to figure out, okay, how can I make him better or worse, whatnot. I probably needed to keep the 2 troopers and then just randomly draw a bounty hunter, which is what my original plan, and then use his Bard ship as his first shuttle that he gets, or the last shuttle that he gets, again, as an acceleration item. So if I have him discard, here's the thing, if I have him discard, it's going to be 1 more turn, and he's going to have an extra person. So I think instead I'm going to use this to take out the Destroyer. So we're going to go ahead and use it for the +2. Take out the Star Destroyer. And then we have 4 here. I only have 2 recruit, 2 4 recruit. So if we use this, because I can't use it there, if we use this to take out, oh, I can't take out anything here either. Oh, geez. Mathematically, that did not work out for me in any way, shape, or form. I can get the U-wing again, but that only repairs my base if the Force is with me. It's not been with me for a while. I can get Chewbacca. If you have another unique unit in play, draw. I don't think I have any uniques. I have Han. Yeah, I have Han as unique. Get another block. What's the spy do? Your opponent must choose either discard one hand or I gain a force. I guess that's what we're going to do. Let's get... We need another block. In the worst case scenario, we pick him up. Yeah, pick him up. And there's still nothing we can attack. So that too just gets... no, it's cool. You like playtesting Jabba, sort of. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I'm calling it a playtest because, again, I'm making the variant of the variant. Super Mario 3 in the background. Yeah, so this is the audio that we created at one point. I was trying to make background board game music. Lately, it's been getting kind of loud, and I don't know why, because I've not changed the volume. Or at least I don't remember changing the volume. So, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I wanted to see if you could play against other characters, because I was telling Shadowhead just before, is I get bored of playing against the same things. I want more variety. So I felt like, it's not loud, it's okay. All right, thanks. I want to see if you can have a bunch more variety. I don't just want to keep going Darth Vader, Luke, Darth Vader, Luke, Darth Vader, Luke. If you use one of the characters like Chewbacca or Han, it's a lot easier because you just put them in and make the other one their companion. So you can just switch which one you want. I think, overdid it by including his barge and all the bounty hunters. You would want to change something there, right? So that way the bounty hunters maybe get delayed or something, so they're not coming out every turn with full attack. Also, I had a bad market row too. So again, random can always impact, which is why I got to do multiple plays. So yeah, so I have 2 more attack. I can't do anything with that attack. We did exile him. Why? No clue, because that didn't help me at all. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Just, I don't have enough high attack cards. Yeah, I do not. I get to draw on my next turn, so yay. All right, beginning of turn. These guys come down. And then this is, like I said, this right here is game over. There's no way I'm making it through this hand. This is definitely going to be game over. I didn't even get through his... I got through his second... I got through his first base. I never even got through his second base. Because I think I gave him too much buying power with his barge. Just gave him way too much buying power with his barge. I put the barge in because I felt like it was thematic. Maybe instead you just have the barge in here from the beginning and you don't start with the 3 Imperial shuttles. But then you're at the same. You're at 3 and 3, so it's not really that much difference. And then you ignore the attack. Or you have maybe the barge plus 1 shuttle, so he technically starts with 4 at the beginning. And again, just so it's thematic that he has the barge. Or like I said, when he gains his first shuttle, instead he gains the barge, so then he ramps up from 3 to 6 at that point. Or when he gains the shuttle for defeating the first base, he gets the barge. Many ways to do it, and the only way to know is to play it again to see how it works. All right, so beginning of turn. Gain resources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gain force, no force cards. Purchase. So again, he wants neutral cards first. So again, that's another way that I kind of handicapped him, was made him get neutral cards even if they're not the most expensive. So 1, 2, 3. 5, he can't purchase any of these. So he's going to purchase 2 Outer Rim pilots. That's actually the first time he's purchased those all game. Which puts him down to 1. All right. Yeah, he's going to attack. So 5 and a 5. So he's taking out the Hammerhead. And he's putting 5 damage on my base. Oh, but again, we blocked the first 2, so it's actually 3. Yeah, the chances that even if I take out his base this turn, which I'm not going to be able to, he still gets 1 more base. So I wouldn't be able to. Like I said, not going to be able to combat that. Just not going to happen. Yeah. So that was his attack. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Actually, hold on. He has his bounty hunter that does 5. So actually, that would have only taken... Boba Fett would have taken out my ship, but his 5 should have actually attacked down here on the row. So 4 resources is his best. Yeah. So he's going to take out the U-Wing, which then gets him 4 resources, puts him back up to 5. His attack turn's done, so he's going to buy Motif. For how much do you buy him for? For 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to buy the Jawa for 1. Hey, Luke came out. Nice to see you, Luke. Could have used you a little while ago. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. So yeah, I have 0 attack. Like I can't even take that out. I have 2, 3 at most. Oh, hang on. I get to do this. My opponent has a ship. I do get to draw a card. See what we get. Like if I don't get a block. So what is his attack? 4, 8, 12. One of the 4s is going to go after that. So ignore one of those. 4, 8, 9, 10, 13, 17, 20, 20. He's got 23 and my base is 14. He's got 23 attack coming at me. Yeah. All right. So, draw a card. It's another 2. I'm at 2, 4, 5. I can take that out. Doesn't do anything for me. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, gain 1 force. So 4. Does anybody give me anything when I acquire them? Force is with you. Your opponent discards 1 card. One must choose either. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I gain. So we'll do Chewbacca since we had Han, just to say we did it. Oh, look who came out. Darth Vader. All right. So, his turn to... Whoops, I forgot to discard these. Now, he does lose Boba Fett, though. On that previous turn, he should have lost Boba Fett. All right. So, begin turn. He sends his entire armada after me. Takes up the whole row. And then his next turn would be a blockade and a whole bunch of other stuff that wouldn't be fun. All right, so gain resources. Again, I could go through all these motions. I'm going to go through them just to do it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really matter. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. 18. How did you choose his base at the start? It's the starting base. Kessel was random, and then Tatooine's on the bottom just so it was thematic. But yeah, basically it's supposed to be random except for the start base. Because the bases really don't matter. It's the hit points that matter. Yeah. So again, he can buy things, he can destroy things, so forth and so on. It really doesn't matter because then he's going to do his attack, right? And he has the bounty hunt, which would just take out one of these. So like he would have recruited Vader because that was 8, or no, he would have recruited this guy for 9, which would have left him more than enough to get Vader, right? Yeah, then he would have gotten Vader, right? He would take out a 4, which would be this one, which would get him 2. And then he will attack for the rest of what he has. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 2023, right? So Hoth is no more. Hoth is no more. All right, guys, so that was that. Not to say I didn't have a chance, but I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance. So again, that is my variant of the leaders variant, basically using Boba Fett, or not Boba Fett. You could use Boba Fett. Again, that's another option, right? Using Jabba the Hutt instead. I think with Jabba the Hutt, I overtuned it. I think adding all 3 of the bounty hunters made him overpowered. Instead, what I would say you would do is for the companion, take all 3 of those bounty hunters, and honestly, if you want to do Boba Fett too, just for thematic reasons, shuffle them in and then make that the companion. For the barge, again, if you want to use that for thematic purposes, I would say put the barge in as his first, either his first shuttle, and let him keep the attack, or put it in as his shuttle that he gains on the first base after the first base is destroyed, and then same thing, he gets to keep the attack, and the problem is that it stays in play if I do it over here, so that would kind of be a thing too. Or just don't do it. Don't do that. Just do the companion. Treat it as a companion. Use the troopers as his actual starting cards, like you should in the normal game. Put in the Imperial guy. What was that guy? What's the guy's name? In the Empire. The Inquisitor. Put the Inquisitor in there. But again, you could also use the Rebels deck if you wanted to for him. If you want to play as the Empire. I think that might bring it back down, because yeah, in that last turn, so if we look at this last turn, right, he would have discarded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So he would have discarded 6 cards. So he would have been back down to 4 plus the 2 he bought. But the problem is every round he was able to buy so much because the barge just kept coming back and giving him 3 more. And then by having those high numbers on certain turns, he had a lot of turns where he had different carriers out there, which gave him 3. This turn he had 2. This turn he had 3. This turn he had 1. So like each other round, he was still getting the bonus from all of the ships that he kept buying. So, don't know. Would have to play it again. If anybody else wants to give this a shot with some changes or variations, let me know down in the comments what you did, what you tried to do this. For other characters, like I said, it would be real easy to do, right? If we say, where's it? You just treat it as a companion per the Clone Wars rules. And so, Darth Vader has, as an example, Darth Vader is 6 attack, 2 force, and then if force is with him, he gets 4 more attack. So really, he could do up to 10 attack and 2 force. If you look at Han Solo, he's 3 and 2, plus allows him to draw a card, right? So he could just draw a card from his muster area into, which would be the lowest value card. Chewbacca is only 5, but if you do another unique unit in play, he gets to draw a card. So same thing when you combo these, they both basically are just going to be, they get to draw a card, right? If they both come out at the same time. Problem is you never shuffle, so it's very possible that Chewbacca is out and Han is in the muster area face down or vice versa, so they wouldn't come out. But I think by doing this, you're at 5 and 5, you're at 10, which is pretty much similar to what Darth Vader was. Luke is 6 and 2, so 8, but then he destroys capital ships, which is really good, right? Because then the blockade's basically done against you, or done against you when you're playing as the Empire. So I think that's an easy adaptation. The only thing you have to change in the rules is basically playing with the Clone Wars board, so that way you know when to pull out the companion, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the thing. That's the done. That's the deal. What else are we doing? What are we doing this week? Tomorrow I'm going to play another variant with Power Rangers solo. Again, it's another BGG solo variant that's online, just because I want to have a Power Rangers game, and that's my only Power Rangers game right now. I'm not going to get into Heroes of the Grid. I've already got all Mission Critical, and now with Renegade canceling all that stuff, regardless of what they have or haven't said, it's gone. They're not doing, well, no, Heroes of the Grid, they know they've said they're not doing anymore. But Power Rangers deck building games, deck building, all the deck building games, they've been having it on clearance. So if you want a good deal, go out to the Renegade website. Be forewarned, you're paying $15 in shipping on most cases, so it may not be that good of a deal compared to maybe getting it from Amazon or somebody else who might be offering free shipping. But they do have some of the promos. The only way to get them is from them. They're never going to reprint them. But yeah, I would like a Power Rangers game. So I'd really like this Power Rangers game to work. I don't mind my variant, but I haven't tried to play against the Rangers with my variant, and it may not feel very thematic if I can't get the Zords built up. But that's always been a problem with the game as a whole, is getting the Zords built up. So if I can find a solo method to make it where you're actually getting your Zords better, that I think would be more fun. This Leaders variant I think could work very well for the Power Rangers deck building game as well. The only problem is kind of the same thing, is the Zords, right? How do you incorporate getting your Zords or getting the other villains into the lair, right? It's like, how do you do that with any mode that you do? Otherwise, the rest of the week, I haven't got them scheduled. I am going to do, tomorrow night, we're doing Keep the Heroes Out. I don't know if I want to do the base game and just do a scenario in that, or whether I want to go after my boss battles. The problem is I did play one of the boss battles offline, so I've kind of already unlocked him. I don't know if it'd be good to just jump into scenario 2. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, it's not a story that really cohesively connects to each other. Each individual mission has its own story. What else am I doing? Tuesday afternoon is Star Realms. So we're gonna do one of the Star Realms solo bosses. I might throw in one of the extra expansions too. I'll have to look and see what I want to smash together. And then Friday, I don't know what I'm doing. Friday afternoon, I need another deck building game that's quick. So I can't figure out. Star Realms, yes, Star Realms. So I have Star Trek Star Realms, and regular Star Realms. So I'll probably just do regular Star Realms against one of the bosses I haven't done yet. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. I need another deck building game. It needs to be quick because I lose 30 minutes on Fridays because of ballet with Lucita. So I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. You like Hero Realms? Okay. The one with the D&D style. I've never played that. I played on the app, and I don't know, it's the app experience. I think if you've never played a game like in your hand, trying to play one of those apps on a phone just isn't very intuitive to understand how it works the first time you play through, right? I can play a deck building game the first time on the table with the rule book and see the cards and understand everything that's going on. But when you're in an app, it's like very tiny, and it just, to me, it doesn't work. I tried the same thing with, I played Astronauts, but Aeon's End has a little bit different gameplay. And so I tried to play that on the app just to see how it is, if I like it, whatnot. And it just, I couldn't get some of the mechanics down. It just seemed weird. I think I lost on that. I lost on the Hero Realms. I've like lost on every time I play on an app game. I lose on Clank on the app because I don't know. I guess the randomness is different, and so I'm taking way more damage than I've ever taken. Like the last game I played on the Clank app, because they have like challenges. I did that challenge and I died as soon as I went into the depth. Like I went into the depths because I got stuck somewhere with like 4 hit points. Like I've never had that happen in a regular game of Clank. The other thing is, of course, they're making you play it 4 players. So I think that's a big factor. We've only ever played it like 2. I think, have we had a 3-player game of Clank? I don't think we have. But I think that might have been a factor too, is when you're playing at a higher player count, more cards are leaving the market, more cubes are going into the bag. Especially if you get an arrival where everybody has to add a cube. So even if it isn't your turn and you're causing the Clank, you still might get more cubes added to it. That's that. That's the rest of the week. No painting streams on Friday and Saturday because my sisters are both supposed to be coming in town. I say supposed to. If they don't come into town, then of course we'll have painting streams. So subscribe, bell notification, that way you know when I go live. Come out and chat with me while I paint. We have some Marvel United things to paint, and I got some Marvel Zombies I want to finish up so we can get those played here soon. I'd say I'm running out of deck building games at this point that I would want to play without repeating myself. So while I thought this might be a whole deck building month, I think we might be done. Because lunchtime streams are going to get very tight. And in the evening, I'd rather probably play other games right now. Yeah, but that's it. Again, like, subscribe, bell notification. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of my variant of the variant. If you saw that I made any rules mistakes or saw something that could be done to maybe tweak it to make it... I don't even want to say I want to make it easier. I mean, I could have just had a bad hand here. So again, I would need to play it exactly like this again a bunch more times. Not going to happen. So maybe you'll play it for me and let me know that no, it's perfectly balanced the way it is. Because I do know that in the first playthrough I did cheat by not making him buy ships first when I played against Vader. Meaning he would have had a little bit more blocking done. Might have been a little bit closer game. That's it, guys. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm going to go eat some lunch because my belly's going there. So until next time. Peace.